Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the Wrestling Challenge Review Series. We've got only a few more of these before we're out of them. Then we're going to go back to WCW 1992 and work backwards from 92 all the way back to 1985. So that'll be a fun little journey. Anyway, this is the Wrestling Challenge Review Series for the 23rd of April 19 and 80 or 95, and so kind of a basic thing there. Nothing necessarily that you're going to get a whole bunch of information from, but can be kind of valuable here in a number of ways, and ultimately you can get some good stuff, as it were, there for a number of reasons. And, right after WrestleMania is always a unique time because there's a lot of usually debuts, although 95, 96, they were cutting back a little bit over what they would normally do, and that seems to be the case here as well. Obviously, the continuation of the Diesel title reign, a major force to be reckoned with here in the time frame, and also 423.95 is, Shawn Michaels basically being a babyface by this point for a couple of weeks, and that babyface run carries him through early 19 and 90. Well, I wouldn't say early 19. Well, partway through 1997, probably about halfway through the year. So, this particular edition of Challenge Hakushi versus Bert Centeno, and basic maneuvers from Hakushi. Hakushi has not yet turned babyface. That is more towards the summer months, although he still has Shinja and body slams and chops and other martial arts maneuvers. Hakushi still trying to do the kind of what was originally described as a white angel sort of maneuver, and then we see him hit a senton, which for 1995, pretty big deal, and gets the victory with the senton coming into the spring of 95. Bob Holly facing off against Nick Barbary. Nick Barbary, a New York, New Jersey independent guy, and Holly has been around a little while. The babyface thing really not working for him. Kind of gets lost into the until the hardcore Holly thing comes around about 98-ish, 97, 98-ish. Anyway, drops the leg across the arm, and ultimately Bob Holly gets a couple clotheslines, hits a drop kick or two, and Bob Holly gets the victory here. The splashes and other offensive maneuvers, pretty big deal, as it were. Atom Bomb, or actually Mantar versus an enhancement talent before we get there. Mantar did not realize had this many matches. For some reason thought he only had a very few, and Mantar lugging his man around, grabs the headlock and tries to jerk him around by the headlock. Front fall slam by Mantar, and also enhancement talent gets a couple of unfriendly things, such as a belly-to-belly suplex with a falling Mantar. No fun if you are that enhancement talent. And very dimly lit. I believe Lowell Auditorium is probably where this was. Yeah, Lowell, Massachusetts. Dimly lit, and the enhancement talent gets a couple of comebacks. Just a little bit rolling out of the way. Jim Cornette not to be found at ringside on this particular set of tapings, so obviously they've kind of given up on the Mantar character. Anyhow, we move to Atom Bomb, who again is a guy kind of hanging around at this point. Atom Bomb against the Brooklyn Brawler. Bomb is still out there doing the tossing Nerf style footballs out to kids. Top rope clothesline, kind of a heat seeking missile sort of thing. And Perch is up there for a while. Looks good for what it is, but Atom Bomb doesn't have support of the Clique. So getting the victory with a couple of power moves and that top rope clothesline, the best he's going to do. Stephanie Wyan still plugging the In Your House thing coming up in about 2 weeks, and trying to get people to go to the New York area house shows as well. Jean-Pierre Lafitte facing off against Ben Jordan, and Jean-Pierre Lafitte doing the now known as PCO, doing the, I guess you'd say, eye patch thing. Of course, former tag team champion Pierre Carl Ouellette, hence the PCO name. Ben Jordan, his adversary, and he just about kicks the head off of Jordan. Also hits a big dive and a run into the buckles there. Big kick, and certainly a larger guy than is average at the time. Just in terms of stoutness, not necessarily height, but tying his man up in the ropes. And then we go to, some highlights from Superstars, followed soon thereafter by the Owen Hart Yokozuna versus Bull Payne match. Also highlights of Diesel from previous shows, and they're really trying to get Diesel still over. Of course, Owen and Yoko are your tag team champions at the time. They're facing off against Bull Payne and Tim McNeely from the area, and Yokozuna looking bigger than ever. Owen doing the majority of the work. Owen and Yoko had defeated the Smoking Guns for the tag team championships in a short bit ago. Tim McNeely and Bill Payne still relatively green, and get a couple of shots off on Owen. Owen tags off to Yoko. Yoko with some punch kick maneuvers, and Owen comes back in, hitting the kind of spine buster into the sharpshooter, and away we go. Leg drop by Yokozuna, and there is your win. Hunter Hearst Helmsley coming in with a vignette to close the program. Hunter basically saying he is the, I guess you'd say, aristocrat of the WWF now, and Hunter obviously a major force for years to come, but this is the beginning for him, and we will be back right after this.